Syria, where President Bashar al-Assad has spoken to RT in an exclusive interview, and he addressed the current state of his country and relations with the U.S. This as a top general from Washington claims the plan is to keep more than 500 troops in Syria. RT's Rachel Blevins is joining us now. She's been following the story. Rachel.
Well, Manila, that endless war in Syria President Trump refers to won't be coming to an end anytime soon, as his top military advisor confirms the plan is to leave more than 500 troops in Syria. The new chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff contradicted Trump's claim that ISIS has been 100% defeated, and he instead said the U.S. must maintain a presence in Syria to prevent the group from re-emerging. He said that when it comes to the number of U.S. troops in the country, quote, there will be less than 1,000 for sure, and probably in the 500-ish range, maybe 600, but it's in that area. But we're not going to go into specific numbers because we're still going through the analysis right now. However, he did not address the plan to keep troops in Syria for the purpose of guarding oil fields from ISIS or Trump's plan to seize that oil without the consent of the Syrian government. And in an exclusive interview with RT, Syrian President Bashar al-Assad argued that the goal of the U.S. has always been to seize oil from his country, but he said it was previously done covertly with the help of Turkey and ISIS.
Since ISIS started smuggling Syrian oil and looting Syrian oil in 2014, they had two partners, Erdogan and his coterie, and the American, whether CIA or others. So what Trump did is just announced the truth.
Assad argued that the U.S. started a conflict in Syria because it realized the ongoing wars in Iraq and Afghanistan could not be won. He pointed to the Obama administration's strategy of arming moderate rebels to overthrow the Syrian government, and he argued that this directly resulted in the rise of ISIS.
How did ISIS rose suddenly in 2014? Out of nowhere, out of nothing, in Iraq and Syria at the same time, with American armaments? It's very clear.
Now, as for the question of why the U.S. would be able to get away with starting wars across the Middle East, Assad argued there is no international body that will hold Washington accountable for its actions. And in response to repeated claims that the Syrian government is guilty of launching chemical attacks against its own people, Assad argued that an investigation has yet to find his government guilty, and he asked why the Syrian people would stand by a government that intentionally kills its own people. Meanwhile, tensions are still high in northern Syria, where Turkey launched a military offensive against the Kurds last month. Turkish President Erdogan is expected to travel to Washington to meet with President Trump this week, following threats from the U.S. that Turkey could face sanctions if it does not pull back in Syria. But Assad argued that Erdogan's agenda is not all that different from the U.S. agenda.
Erdogan has his own agenda, which is two parts. His own agenda as Muslim Brotherhood and the American agenda as a puppet. So it's two parts, but they work in tandem.
While President Trump has repeatedly said the goal is to end the endless wars in the Middle East, the latest plan to leave hundreds of troops in Syria has raised questions about whether any of those wars will come to an end while Trump is still in office. Reporting in the newsroom, Rachel Blevins, RT.
All right, Shalom. Call Lord Yahawah by Hashem yahawashi, which means all praises to Yahawah, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father, whom you people ignorantly call God, by Hashem in the name of Yahawashi, which is the name of the only begotten Son, whom you people ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Those are the true names of the Heavenly Father and the Son. Plus, I'm going to give a shout out to the icon that's pushing and spreading his word throughout the four corners of the earth, who is also uplifting the names Yahawah by Hashem yahawashi. Also to the Israelite foreigners out there whose bloodline traces back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, our forefathers, though you may look like the heathen nations, as I'm about to put on the chart right here, which are the heathen nations are the nations from 2 all the way down. Also, if your lineage, goes back to these tribes as seen on this chart through the man, and if your spirit bear witness with this word and this truth, and you can receive it to Israelite foreigners out there, man and woman, if this does apply to you, you are Israelites. Okay? To the few Aqua, few sisters that do listen and learn, Shalom. To the elected of the nation of Israel, wherever you may be scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, where this word is going out to, Shalom to you as well. To you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, as you see on this chart right here, you combine, consist, and make up the 12 tribes of Israel. You are the Hebrew Israelites, the chosen people of the Most High Yahawah, and His only begotten Son, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ once again, yahawashi. And I just had to do a lesson on this topic, because the title stood out. It said in this article, this is RT America, it says, aside RT, no one will hold U.S. accountable. Okay? And he had a point right there. Okay? This is Habakkuk, let me see. I started one. The burden which Habakkuk the prophet did see, and this could apply to Esau now, right? Esau, even the so-called white man. O Lord, how long shall I cry, and thou wilt not hear? Even cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save. Why dost thou shew me iniquity, and cause me to behold grievance? For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are that rise up strife and contention. And that's our people going through. That's what you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans going through, right? Violence, you suffer violence every day while it's by our own people, but it's mainly by who? Esau, man. Esau is the main one that's striving against you Jakes, okay? Trying to put you to death, man. But the point what I wanted to get was right here. It says, therefore the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked, which you Edomites, doth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. Okay? And that's what's been going on. Okay? Esau, for one, this is his kingdom. I always bring that up. Okay? The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. But two, this infrastructure that's set up, this fourth beast, okay, that's being ran right now, the revised Roman Empire, okay, that's being ran right now, is set up to where Esau, he could basically go around so-called police the world. He could steal whatever he wants, he could push whatever he want, okay, he could kill whatever he want, and he, could get off scot-free. Nothing happens to him. Nobody says a thing, okay, but when it comes to anybody else, including you Jakes, what happens? You get persecuted to the max, man. You're considered a terrorist. That's the analogy that Esau likes to use, a communist. Okay, what he used back in the day. Okay, considered a terrorist, man, a threat, man. Okay, and he's the real threat. Okay, but point being is, for so long, okay, this man, he's been able, okay, to get away with so much dirt, so much rape, robbing, and murdering, that he's proud, man. Okay, Psalms 10:1, it says, why standest thou afar, O Lord? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. And that's, Esau is really trying to, okay, for one, get prepped up for this World War III, but, he wants these elites who are also of the house of Edom, okay? They're trying to push in this new world order, which is fastly approaching. It says, for the wicked boasteth of his heart's desires. And what's this man's heart's desires? Okay, control, okay, over resources, control over the minds of the people, and just complete control over everything. And he has, according to his blessing, which we're in now, okay, the fatness of the earth. But that's like the scriptures say in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, the 5th verse. Okay, he cannot be satisfied, man. He has all this in his hands. He's still not satisfied, man. Okay, he's a greedy devil. That's what he is. And blessed the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth. It says, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after Yahawah. Yahawah is not all his thoughts, and that's why he's doing it. He don't care about the Most High. He don't care. Like, they'll push in society that this is a God-fearing nation. Okay, it's on the back of the dollar, man. Okay, but that's not true. Okay. It's the complete opposite, okay? It's this is really, Esau does not fear, okay, should have say fair-free country on the back, man. Just say, you get my point, okay? They don't fear the Most High, man. Esau thinks he's the Most High, man, okay? You could just see on your regular days when you walk past the Edomites, they feel like you have to be entitled to them some sort of way. They feel like when they have bags and they going into a certain location, you gotta carry their bags. You gotta do it the way they want to do it because they feel like they're the Most High, man. They feel like they have a God complex when they don't. Okay. It says, his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. And this is just a way of puffing at your enemies, man. Why is your military over there? What is your military doing, okay, in Syria? What is your military doing, okay, in the South China Sea? Okay, what is your military doing in the Mideast, period? Okay? That's you just coming into people's, okay, land, telling them and what they can do, sanctioning them, okay, telling them that this is gonna be like this, you're gonna do this and that, and if they don't, you demonize them, then you go to war with them, man. Okay? Then you take what they got, man. Like he said, they want the oil in the video, you know. It says, he has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. Okay? And that's why he continues to do what he does. He continues to do, okay, the same MO as he's been doing since he came to power, back in the power, man. Okay? Doing whatever he wants. Okay? Pushing trannies, okay, a homosexual, let me not say that word. You know, pushing the LGBTQ movement, stealing resources, stealing lands, calling yourself after the name of those lands when you're not the original people. Okay? You're doing all this because you don't feel that you're going to be at an adversity. You don't feel that somebody's going to hold you accountable. Okay? You feel like you're going to continue doing this forever and ever and ever, and nobody's going to check you about it because you think nobody could take you down, right? This is Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the hearts of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Okay? And what you do, you started off by putting the children of Israel into captivity. Okay, the so-called Negro, the so-called Latino, and the so-called Native American in captivity, right? You've so-called, you know, freed them, right? When you really didn't free them. You made them corporate slaves. Okay, you made the world corporate slaves, right? And you have not been checked. You've gotten away with lynchings. You got away with castrating our people. You've gotten away with your unrighteous decrees, and nobody's checked you. That's why you're prideful. You don't feel nobody's going to check you, Esau. But guess what? Though a sinner do evil 100 times, his days be prolonged, right? Yet surely I know that it will be well with them that fear the Most High. Who fears the Most High? The Israelites. But on this side, as of now, the elect is, right? Was feared before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked. That's you Edomites. Neither, and you got the wicked of the world, but you have the particular wicked nation, okay? The wicked is you Edomites, right? It shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before Yahawah, man. Okay? And that's the thing. You know, I was just reading now, see if it kept going in, right? And your days are a shadow. Okay, this economy is about to collapse, man. They're about to collapse this economy, man. Because this is temporal, man. This rulership we're in right now, this captivity that you Jason in right now is a temporal, this was a temporal blessing. Period. Esau's blessing was temporal. Ours is going to be everlasting. Okay, and that's what you know, aggravates Esau when it comes to you Israelites. Now, that's another story from, you know, for another time. But he's basically going to, you know, try to destroy the whole planet, as you see him doing. Okay, just to show that he's upset about it. But who gives a damn what Esau's upset about? Okay, the Lord is letting your sins reach up to the heaven, which is to that point, it's reached up to the heaven. That's why you see prophecies just popping off like popcorn, day by day by day, man. Every day is something new, because your sins have reached on to heaven, Esau. The Lord is finally ready to respond and take you out, man. This is Daniel's Like the Lord said, if I have raised up Pharaoh, that I might show my power, man. You are the new Pharaoh, okay? You're that new Pharaoh. This is the new Egypt, okay? This is, let me see. Let me get to the point. It says, I'll start here. It says, Daniel's, actually, let me see. Actually, before I get this, you know what? Let me get Isaiah 63. It just came to my head when I read that scripture. This is Isaiah 63:1. It says, who is that coming from Edom? That's you so-called Caucasian people with dyed garments from Basra. And Basra was a capital city of Edom. Okay? And you could apply Basra right now to America, man. This is that capital, man. This is where the Edomites, is using. This is the vessel country that Esau is using to push his agenda. It's America, okay? What do all the nations try to imitate? America, okay? What do all the people want to come to? America, okay? It says that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength, that I that speak in righteousness might to save, man, okay? And he's in the greatness of his strength. But guess what? The Lord's about to take him down, okay? He's about to take Esau down, man, okay? Let me see. It says, I just had a scripture that was in my head. It says, wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, thy garments like him that treadeth the wine in the wine fat? I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in my anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon the garments, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeem is come, man. Okay? That's what's coming, man. Yahawah is going to send his only begotten son, you ignorant call Jesus Christ, Yahawah, okay, to take you Edomites down, man. Okay? Because you defeated everybody, right? You defeated the Israelites, you defeated all the other heathen nations. But guess what? You're going to meet your maker soon. He's going to be Yahawah, man. He's going to come in his glory in them chariots, okay? His men, right? This is Isaiah 47:3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, and that's what's happening. You're being uncovered. Everybody's on to what you're trying to do, what you've been doing, okay? Thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man, okay? The Most High ain't going to meet you as a man, okay? He's going to meet you as a power, man, okay? That's what's getting ready to happen. That's why you Edomites, you're in fear right now, okay? Now I'm going to get Daniel 7, let me see. And 18 says, but the saints, which the saints are what? The children of Israel. Okay, starting with the elect, according to Psalms, I believe 148 and 13 and 14. Okay, of the Most High shall take the kingdom. What kingdom? This kingdom. Okay, because Esau is not going to just give this kingdom up. He's going to try to war, as it's going to say, and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Because our kingdom is going to be an everlasting kingdom, man. Okay. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. Then I would know the truth of the fourth beast, which this is that fourth beast. Okay, America is that fourth beast. Okay, which was diverse from all the others, exceeding dreadful, whose teeth were of iron and his nails of brass, which devoured and break in pieces and stamp the residue with his feet. And who is the residue with his feet? He take down all these nations. Okay. And of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell, which was the Spanish, it was Britain, and it was France. Okay, even of that horn that had eyes and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows, man. The EU, man. Okay, the 10 horns of the EU. Okay, And you see what America does. The EU basically had to sit and beg America not to do this and that. But, you know, they act like basically America's bitch. You know, excuse the language. You know, I beheld in the same horn made war with the saints. Who are the saints? Israelites, man. But the elect, and prevailed against them. And he's going to try to make war, okay? We in that time now. He's going to try to make war, okay, with the Israelites. Okay, he's going to come down, like it says in Revelation 12:12, with great wrath, man, because he know if he had but a short time, you know, that's what's getting ready to happen. Until the Ancient of Days came, that's the Most High, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High, and the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. This hasn't been fulfilled yet, but it's about to be fulfilled, you know. This is about to take place. Okay, we about to see the downfall. We seeing the downfall of Esau. I'm talking about the complete overthrow of Esau, Edom. That's what we waiting on, you know. Then he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces, man. And it's America, man. Okay? America. You have you know, that makes this the rise Roman Empire, man. It's America, man. Okay? And America is the only country that's been able to go around the four corners of the earth and just defeat, okay, all the other nations, man. What other nation besides America has done that? There is no other nation, okay? And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall rise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue 3 kings, right? And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. And he's doing that through these jobs, man. He's wearing the Israelites out, man. You Israelites are living paycheck to paycheck, but we've been living paycheck to paycheck. Now it's hitting everybody, but we've been living paycheck to paycheck. You go wherever the Israelites dwell, what does it look like, man? Third world country, man. You guys working these low-wage jobs where we can't get nowhere. We're just on the hamster wheel. Okay, it's Esau, man. And think to change times. And time, what? Daylight savings just ended? I believe it, I don't know. It's just madness and laws. And they shall be given into his hand till a time and times and the dividing of times. But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and to destroy it on to the end. That's what we're living in. We're living in the destruction of Esau, Edom, man. Really soon, this man's going to be no more, man. Okay? And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints, Israelites of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominion shall serve and obey him. It says, that's the point, man. That's the point, man. This man, Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi is going to take this man down. Okay? This Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi is going to be the one to hold Esau accountable for all the crimes that he's committed. Okay? So that's the lesson. Yahawah Ratazaz was edifying, call her Lord, Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi. Shalom to the elect. Shalom.